gusa amahoro n'umunezero sinabasha kubaho nakureba kujya kure yawe niko kuyoba. I see some people haven't seen it in a long time. Abantu banyanze, abandi barankunze, abandi sijui ngo, I don't know. Oh well. Praise the Lord, everybody. I'm so excited for this. You know, because so many people ask themselves so many questions. I wish you guys were being shit about Meddy, about my life, about what happened. But the truth is, my life has never been this perfect, and my life has never been this beautiful. That is a fact. The reason why I say that is because I know myself. I live with myself. You know, when somebody tells you they're happy, only they know if they're happy. Only they know if they're satisfied. So I am. I've never been dissatisfied in my whole life. That is the truth. You know. So one of the biggest reasons I wanted to talk to I'll try to mix. I can come with some features anyways. So I last time I posted something about miracles, about the power of God, about the gospel, about the reality of the gospel, the truth of the gospel, and I know that so many people have things to say, and sometimes, like, you know, I always say the gospel is private, is personal, but it's not private. You have to share the gospel, you know. The gospel is what changed my life. And so many questions about like about my secular background, what happened to it, you know. What am I doing next? What's my next move? By the way, I'm working on an album, a gospel album, a worship album that I've been working on it, like it's been a while now. So it's coming out soon, probably by the end of the summer or something. But yeah, I've been doing so many things, but most of the things are not the things people are used to or they're familiar with. I want to start by saying, first of all, I'm not trying to debate. I'm not trying to convince, persuade anybody in some tricks, or, you know, I'm not trying to fool anybody. I'm just talking about my life. I'm just talking about what changed me, you know, how I got here, and the most important things in life, you know. I've been in so many places. I traveled. I did so much, but I could never find a word to express how my life has completely changed, you know. It was a journey, you know. There's so many young people out there who are struggling with some things. For example, you have so many ideas, you have so many people telling you what is the right way, and you've been looking, you know. My biggest fear in life when I was young was to live a life that's meaningless, you know. And when I say that, it's like you have to come to terms with, you know, God is real. You know, God is real. He has His ways of doing things, and we are not here by our own choice. You know, you were born from your parents, but your parents didn't know you before you came, you know, and they only wanted to have a child. You know, so you are here for a purpose and for a reason. So it's up to you to figure it out. It's up to you to know and to pursue that purpose. You can't just like live an empty life. You can't just live your life on assumptions, you know. You can't say, oh, for example, there are people who say, I believe in this. This is an illustration I always give. Everybody has what you have, what you believe. I have my beliefs, you know. But at the end of the day, you have to understand the truth is absolute. You know, I always say these things. The truth is absolute. There's no such things as, you know, everything is in everything, you know. Some people are comfortable with that, you know. Some people are comfortable living their life like, you know, the way they choose to, and you have a choice. But it will be the worst thing to live a life without a purpose, or to live a life on assumptions, to only find out that your whole life was just meaningless and wrong, you know. So that was my biggest fear when I was young. And you know, as everybody knows, you know, I started singing when I was young. I started singing in church. I started singing when I was I started singing when I was probably like what, 14, 15, I don't remember. Like I remember I was in high school, and then after high school everything just went, you know. So sometimes when you're looking for something in life and then you finally find it, maybe at that point you start asking yourself the most important questions about life. You know, I think some people are pursuing things. You know, you're pursuing a career, a businessman. You might want to be the richest man in the world. You might want to be a doctor, whatever you want to do. But whatever you want to become, if there's not God in it, it's really meaningless, because you didn't choose to come. You didn't choose to show up. You know, you didn't come by accident. Even those people who think, for example, you know, for example, you know. But the truth is, God knew you were coming, and you also have to first come to terms that, you know, there's such thing as God above all, you know, all powerful, omniscient, you know. At least when you come to terms with that, then we can have a conversation about these things, you know. So I might say things that you don't believe, and it's okay. But my job is not to debate or anything. My job is to just tell you my life, and you always have to choose. You have a choice to make, you know. So yeah, so like I was saying, I had my career in music. Everything was going well, and the more I was getting I was becoming successful. I started realizing, really, what's the point of being successful? To only realize that the success, whatever you call success, was only your own definition, or the definition of the public, the definition of the rest of the world, you know. So for me, I wanted to make sure I want to do the right thing, whatever the cost was going to be. If I was going to pay with my life, if I was going to pay with whatever I had, but I was always ready to just do the right thing. You have to do the right thing in life. So with that being said, my journey started when I was, I don't know, maybe now I just woke up in the morning and I decided I was going to quit everything and become a Christian, you know. But no, it was a process. It was a process. It started in 2016. And the whole time, from 2016 to 2020 something, I was always hesitant, you know. I was also